welcome back to my channel. On today's video I'm going to be doing my Holy Grail makeup products, and I'm going to be doing a whole look using my Holy Grail products. These are products that no matter what, I either go back to them, I always use, and they're my super duper favorite products. Even though I try new stuff, I always tend to go back to these products because I just like them a lot and they never disappoint me. So I'm going to be doing a whole look using my Holy Grail products. I'm going to be showing you my products and everything. So before we get started, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, and also make sure you turn on that notification bell to get notified when I upload videos, and please give it a thumbs up at the end if you liked it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, if you guys see my face a little bit red, it's because I just took off my previous makeup. If you guys did not see that video, it was the no mirror makeup challenge, and it will show up somewhere around here, so you guys can go check that out. So I'm going to start by applying primers just because I feel that my face right now is a little bit dry from wiping away my other makeup. So for primer, you all know this is my favorite primer water. Like, I use it a lot. I've gone through I don't know how many bottles. This is just a travel size, but it's the Smashbox primer water. I love this thing. I don't know what's in it. Some people say it's just water in a bottle, but it's actually not. Like, it does something to your skin. It feels so hydrating. It feels so nice. And I not only apply this when I'm going to wear a full face of makeup, but I also use this during the day, like when I just want my face to like refresh or feels like dehydrated. I just come and spray this and it feels like it came back to life. So next I'm going to be using a primer, which is not a spray, it's an actual primer, and it's a Becca. This is called the, I don't even know what it's called, First Light Priming Filter Instant Complexion Refresh, yes, and it's the purple primer. I like the pink primer too, like the nude pinkish one, but I feel like this one feels more hydrating. The other one gives you more like a glow to your skin, so I think I like this one better than the other one. So now my skin feels very hydrated and everything. So as you all know, I like to do my eyes first. So I'm going to go to do my eyes. So I'm going to be priming my eyelids, and I'm going to be using the Tarte Shape Tape. I forgot what its name because I've been using the other one. I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape because I used to love this for my under eye. It was like my favorite concealer when it came out, so I really liked it, but now I've been using another one and I like it even better. But I still go back and forth between the other one and this one, so I just figured I would put this on my eyelids because that's just what I've been doing. I've been prepping my eyelids with a Tarte Shape Tape, so I'm going to be using this one too. So now moving to my eyeshadows. You all know this is my favorite palette of all time, and it is the Jaclyn Hill x Morphe palette. You all know that I love this eyeshadow palette, so I'm going to be using this for today because every time I need to do something or go out or anything, I always use this palette because I know it's not going to do me wrong. I know that it's going to give me the look that I want, and you can do a lot of looks out of this palette. So I'm going to be using this palette for today because you all know it's my ride or die Holy Grail makeup palette. So I'm going to be using the shade Silk Cream, and I'm just going to be applying this on my crease. Then I'm going to be using the shade Pukey and apply that on the crease as well. Then I'm going to be using the shade Roxanne, and I'm going to be applying this on the outer V and moving it towards my crease. And then I'm going to be changing my brush, and I'm going to be using the shade, I'm going to be using Obsessed, and I'm going to be applying this on my lid. Okay, so that is it for my eye look. Now I'm going to be moving on to my actual skin. So I already prepped and primed everything. So another holy grail that I have, it's the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer. You all know that I love this primer for my pores, so I'm just going to be grabbing a little bit of that and applying it on this area right here, which is where most of my pores show. Okay, so now for foundation. I think you guys already know what foundation I'm going to be using, and it's the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I'm in the shade, right now I'm mixing two shades. I'm mixing natural beige and light beige just because I feel like my skin has been getting a little bit lighter for some reason. So I mix a little bit of light beige, just like a tiny bit. So I'm going to be applying this with my beauty blender, because you all know also that my beauty blender is my ride or die sponge for applying makeup. So okay, now moving on, I'm going to be moving on to my concealer. And like I said, I do like the Tarte Shape Tape, but I know it's too early to say this is my ride or die, my holy grail, but I've been really liking the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. And I've been really liking this one because I feel like it's more hydrating. So like I said, I switched my Tarte for this one. So I'm going to be using this one today. So moving on, I'm going to be setting my under eye, and I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier translucent powder because I have another one of these, but it's somewhere back there. I have the Earthspun translucent powder, but I do like that one. I set it to do for the Laura Mercier one, but I do really like the Laura Mercier one. It just has something that it makes your under eye look like flawless, I think. So I am going to be using this one because even though I do use the other one a lot, I tend to go back to this one pretty often. And anytime I'm gonna go like to a wedding or something, I tend to grab this one because I know that I like it. So that's why I'm using the Laura Mercier one today. Okay, so now I'm going to be moving on to my under eye, just so I can finish the rest of my eyes. And of course, I'm going to be using the same palette. And I'm going to basically be using just two shades. I'm going to be using Roxanne for my under eye. And then I'm going to be using the shade Pukey to blend it. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to be dusting away this because I really don't want to bake a lot. But I'm also going to be setting my face, and I'm going to be using the same Laura Mercier powder. Usually whatever's left from here, I'll just like bring it all over my face. Just because I don't like my face to look too powdery. Okay, so moving on, you all know that my favorite brow product is the Anastasia Brow Definer. So I'm going to be doing my eyebrows with this. I tried a couple of them, but it just does not, it applies good, but it's just that I tend to grab this one more because I know it is so smooth to apply. For some reason my eye is watering this one. It is so easy to apply, it is so smooth, and they have a lot of shades actually, and I just love this one. Like, I go back to this one even though I use even though I've tried a bunch of them. So I just keep on grabbing this one because it's my favorite one of all time. Okay, and then for my brow gel, even though I just started using this one, I really do like it more than the one that I was using. So I'm gonna consider this as my holy grail brow gel, and it's the ColourPop brow boss gel. I did mention that this one is so good because it leaves your eyebrows like intact. Like it's kind of like hairspray or gel. Like, I mean, well, it's a brow gel, but it's like hairspray. Like, it leaves your brows like, your brows won't go anywhere. Like, they'll stay put to your brows, if you know what I mean. So moving on, I'm gonna move on to my face. Well, actually, I'm gonna do my eyelashes first. So, well, first mascara. Okay, I'm gonna move on to mascara, and you all know that my favorite mascara is the Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. So I'm going to be applying mascara to my top lashes because I am going to be putting on falsies right now. Okay, so now moving on to my lashes. You all know that the Lisa lashes in the style Lyss have been my favorite recently, and I think they're my favorite lashes that I've tried ever, just because the band is so comfortable. Like the actual band is so comfortable on your eyes, and they last all day long. I don't feel like they're lifting or anything. So I'm gonna consider these as my holy grail eyelashes. So I'm gonna be popping these onto my eyes, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I already applied my eyelashes. Now I'm gonna be using the eyeliner for my bottom liner, and you all know that I love the Sephora Kohl liner, and this is in the shade Cocoa, so I'm going to be using that in my bottom waterline. And then I'm just going to be coating my bottom lashes with the same mascara, the Benefit Roller Lash. Okay, so moving on to my face, I'm going to be bronzing my skin. I'm going to be using the Morphe Contour. This is the Bronzer. It's a bronzer and contour, but I use it as a bronzer. And it's in the shade Celebutante. I don't know how to say it. I'm just going to be saying Celebutante. I don't know. So I'm going to be bronzing my skin with this. I just feel like it gives like a very natural bronze to your skin, so I've been really liking this one. I haven't really tried a lot of bronzers, but when I try a bronzer, and I already know that I'm gonna like it because just like on the tone that it gives, so I know that I like this one, so I'm gonna stick to that one. Okay, so now for contour. You all know this one too because this is basically what I've always been using for contour, and it's the Anastasia Contour Kit, but I use this shade right here in the middle, which is, I believe it's Fawn. I want to say it's Fawn. These things like unattached, so yes, it's in the shade Fawn, so that is my go-to contour shade, so I've been sticking to that one as well. So I'm going to continue using that one because it's my favorite. It's just like the perfect tone of contour. So I also contour my nose with this one, and then on the temples right here, and jawline. Sometimes I go like right here. Okay, so moving on to blush. I've tried a lot of blushes, and I usually just go for like nude, kind of neutral blushes. So I've been really loving this Morphe this Morphe blush palette, and these are the shades right here. And my go-to shades are these two. Like, I just mix these two right here, like this two. I just mix those two, and it gives like the perfect, like, it gives like a nude blush, but it also gives like a little bit of color, so you don't look all washed out. So I've been really liking these two, and I think they're the favorite blushes that I've tried so far. So they're my holy grail blushes. So now moving on, what do I need? Highlighter. I've tried a lot of highlighters, and I actually like all the highlighters because I don't want something too blinding all the time. But I used to love the, what was it? The Becca Champagne Pop. I love that one, but since Amrezy and Anastasia came out with Amrezy highlighter, this has been my go-to ride or die holy grail highlighter because it is so amazing. You can make like a light highlight with this, and you can make it really intense. It just depends how you like it. So I'm going to be using this one. Isn't that just so pretty? Like, that is just so pretty. So, and I also like to apply this to my inner corner, like right here. I just feel like it gives you like kind of like that pop to your eye and makes it like kind of like open up. And then on my brow bone right here. So, so now moving on, I think all I need is my lips and then just to set my whole face. So for lips, I go between the Kylie Cosmetics Autumn and the Morphe Schoolgirl. I go between both of them, like I apply them on top of each other. So I'm gonna be doing the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in Autumn because usually this is the shade that I always grab. So I'm gonna be using this one. And I do fill in my lips with this lip liner. And then on top of that, I use the Morphe liquid lipsticks. They already changed their packaging, but I do have the old packaging in this shade because I still have some. And this is in the shade Schoolgirl. So I really love this one because it's such a like a pink natural shade. So it goes with everything. So this is like the lipstick that I usually tend to grab. Okay, and then the last thing is my setting spray. I love the Mario Badescu facial spray. This is the Aloe Cucumber and Green Tea. I love this one because it just like feels so hydrating. But you all know recently I got the Morphe Continuing Setting Mist. And oh my god, let me just tell you that this setting mist is the best. It's the best that I've ever tried. It just has something on it that it leaves your skin like feeling like hydrated, and it kind of like melts everything into your skin, and it looks flawless. Like you do not see your face powdery or anything. It just gives like a natural finish to your skin. But I also like this one as well. Like I just go between these two. So I'm going to be applying both of them. So I'm going to be spraying first this one. And it smells so good. So I'm going to spray that, and then I'm just going to pat it in place with this little sponge that I always use. Just set it in place. And then I'm going to be using the mist right here. And I like it because it's just like, it doesn't squirt. It's just like, oh my god, it feels so good. And like this spray is so good. Like it doesn't go like, psh, psh, you know, like some other ones. So I really like this one as well. So I'm just going to let it dry. So this is the final result. This is the look that I created using my Holy Grail all-time favorite ride or die makeup products. As you guys can see, it is a natural look. It's not that natural, but it's like kind of like a natural look to me. And I always tend to go for these looks because I know that I'm comfortable with these looks and everything. So this is the final result. I really like this makeup a lot, especially because I use my favorite products. So even though I do tend to use a lot of products like every time. Not every time, but I tend to use like a lot of products because I want to try new products. I always tend to go back to these because I know these are going to work for me. They're going to work for my skin and I like the way they look. So I always tend to go back to these. So yeah, this is the final result. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please let me know what is your ride or die holy grail favorite makeup product of all time, and leave me a comment in the comments down below. So thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.